might sound a little different. I'm currently sick right now, but yeah, I'm gonna work on the procedural generation and a little bit more on the AI. So yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
That was 2 months ago. I wish that illness killed me. So, I really have no clue how to start with this feature, and has no clue indeed have. Now, what's a better way to figure out how the system from Streets of Rogue work other than to actually watch the whole making of Streets of Rogue? 9 videos in, I don't think this is gonna work. What is this? Message from Matt. Perfect. We went back and forth with questions and answers, and this really helped me understand the underlying systems in the game and just figuring out how complex the system is. Anyway, I just finished implementing a relationship/faction system similar to Streets of Rogue. I also want to thank Matt Dabrowski for giving me insights on how he worked on that game's NPCs and their relationship with each other. Matt Dabrowski is the maker of Streets of Rogue. What is Streets of Rogue? Don't even ask. This is the feature that hinders retard the video the most. Most of the AI rework is now working and in great shape. I reworked the AI's behavior to be even more dynamic. I added a relationship system that factors NPCs' faction with each other. What happens here is I added a relationship script for all NPCs and players to bind together. I can change their faction or group relationships. 0 being strangers, negative values for enemies, and positive as friendly. As an example, I can do the police have a relationship value of -35 for the criminals. Criminals have a relationship value of -50 to the police. This is not the final value because just like in real life, it really depends on your race. The script I showed indicates that if a line of sight of the enemy detects an NPC or a player, it should check the relationship with them. If it is less or equal to -1, it should consider that NPC or player as an enemy. That's why this NPC didn't react when he first saw the player. But when I shot the NPC, our relationship value went down to -37.5. It also has the ability to dynamically change the relationship with each other, either through gossips or just saying what did the NPC witnessed. It's a very complex system, and I thank Tony Lee from Pixel Crushers for helping me implement this in the game. I tied that system into my AI behavior so that it checks the relationship of that NPC to the player. The problem I have with tying them together is NPCs in top-down engine uses a script to hold the target already. It doesn't really have a relationship system built on it. The problem is the target will always be the first object the NPC see. I can filter it through tags, but it's pretty much very limited. Instead of doing this, I made a hate list through a script that holds all NPCs or players that this NPC hates. When an NPC detects an actor, it should check if that actor is in that list. If so, we just let this NPC target that. If not, we remove it so it's not targetable by the NPC. Another thing I did is an instigator trigger. Instigator meaning the NPC that dealt damage to the other NPC. Let me give you a more relatable situation. For example, Israel. If I hit this enemy, I become the instigator. So I'll be added to that hate list. Hello, so future me here. I am retarded. Basically, the script filters everyone that the NPC can see. It means that NPC will consider everyone as an enemy. So to circumvent that, I made a script that acts as a gatekeeper. It only allows targeting of the NPCs that are in the hate list. The hate list is just a script that makes sure that the NPC only targets those that it hates. I know it's dumb, but yeah, it works. I think I'm the first person to have this problem. My NPC for some reason gets aroused from getting hurt by me. How do I remove that? How do I stop my NPC from getting horny? I'm pretty sure I made this too complicated than it has to be. Like filtering it in the first place would probably be better and cleaner. Yeah, that's how you turn a 15-minute task to a 2-month task. Yay. I'm depressed. This hopefully can create a world that feels lively and cohesive. Then, when those things are finally working together, I rework the pickup system, which before picks up your weapon automatically for you when you touch it. But this will be a problem the moment multiplayer comes around. Now, you need to get close to the weapon and press the interact or shoot button to actually pick up your gun. I haven't implemented the UI of the information of the guns yet. This is the early concept I'm looking for. I'm still not sure if I need to rework the control scheme, like how the auto-aim kinda makes it really easy to aim and shoot, but I'm still in the process of thinking about that. Maybe I would change it to be more of a free aim, add a little more challenge. Also, I did a little change on the throw gun mechanic, which makes it so that when you throw your gun and it didn't reach much power, you should only drop your gun in the ground. And when you reach a threshold force on throwing, you actually can throw it very far. I'm also making the boomerang mechanic, or whatever that gun comes back when hits someone feature, lock as an upgrade. which I should be working on in the next couple of episodes. The other big change was moving from Unity standard lighting to URP, which introduced new lighting effects and stuff which overall just makes everything prettier. I tested it in Android, and so far it's still not as demanding in performance, so that's a good sign. But still, yeah, the scene is still not populated yet, but you know. The next one brings us to the next biggest change of all. I finally added procedural generation to the game. Procedural generation. Now every time the game starts, it generates a random generated world based on a graph. There is an Enter the Gungeon procedural generation article that talks more in depth about their system, which helps a lot. This system is highly similar to that, which is pre-made rooms that are interconnected to each other. I also made chunks of buildings that can spawn in said rooms. I also added furnitures and objects in the game just to populate the place. Also, I added doors, which the player can interact with and, destroy for particles. Oh, that looks good. Still need to work on the sounds though. I added a television and made a simple script that basically picks a sprite out from a random list. It randomized the channel that it should display when it first gets generated in the world. So I have this static and some random things. I also added an Easter egg for guys. This is a balloon from her Among Us skin. Basically, she helped me a lot doing research in Minecraft. The scene changes a lot every time you hit play. Hopefully, it brings a feeling of freshness in every game you start. I also added A-Star's pathfinding, which should scan the whole scene every time the generator successfully generates a new map, which is directly tied to the NPCs. Tells them which are the places they can roam and walk around, and avoid the places that there are obstacles. On Chase, they can also calculate the fastest possible path to take in order to reach the player more quicker. The next feature is a minimap that corresponds to a location of the player and makes it easier to navigate the map. I implemented it by duplicating the generated world and making it a single color, and use that as a render texture for the camera. It works really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. The design is still a placeholder, but I'm planning to work on it next episode. While doing all of this, I occasionally jump into other games that I get inspiration for Underclocked. One of which is The Escapist 2. I'm playing this game, then I saw that there's one lobby that is protected by a password, so I did what any sane man would do. I typed the password 123. That's actually worked. I got kicked a lot of times, but yeah, I managed to join like 4 times in total. Sadly, they changed the password. Come on, I just want a friend. I had an ongoing problem too on exporting the game to mobile. Somehow the lights just disappear when exporting. I did every solution on Google. Yes, I even looked at the second page, and nothing seems to work, which is really annoying. Imagine a Tommy Innit video playing twice. Yeah,